right, boys and girls, welcome once again to the wonderful place at Toledo, Ohio, known as Realm. This is National Rock Review, and Erich Morse coming to you again one more time. And I have a very statuesque, very intimidating ex-military personnel figure over here. I'll let him introduce himself. Who is my mysterious companion today?
Who is he? What's up? It's Clinton from Another Lost Year. I don't know about intimidating at all, but I am here and he is I.
Okay, well, let's jump into it. Little Rock Birdies told me that you not only have a single coming out very soon, but you have an album coming out next month, the month after. Tell me about it.
Our new single Wolves actually just impacted the radio just a couple days ago. It's doing pretty well. We've had some great love with it. Some of the big stations, I don't know if you know, radio stations are ranked the 0 through whatever category, but we've had some of the single-digit ones grab a hold of it. Hard Drive showed us a lot of love, Music Choice, and then of course like our friends on La Crosse, 95.7 The Rock, all our friendly radio stations that we visit and stuff like that. But the new record, the title is yet to be released, and it'll be coming out really soon. We'll be releasing a lot of information about it. I know I keep saying for anybody keeping up at home that it's coming real soon, but I promise it's coming real soon.
How many new tracks are on the album?
We recorded 25 new tracks for this record. It was a lot of fun. We were recording 2 songs a day from the ground up, like no ideas, nothing. I would just sit there at like 9 o'clock in the morning, bang out an idea, and by 3 o'clock it would be done. Drums, bass, everything, and then we'd take a dinner break and then work again until 2 or 3 in the morning.
So did this turn into a 2 CD or is it going to be 1?
Well, we not last year, but the year before last, 2014. It's 2016 already. 1/6, and we released the Revolution Part 1, which was kind of the setup for what was going to happen for us. We didn't know which way we were going to go. The last single off that was Cop Car, which was on country and rock stations. So a lot of people were kind of wondering which way we were going to go, and in the process and going in to finish this record, I honestly thought we were just going to do the second half of the Revolution, and we ended up doing that and then a whole nother record as well. So we have a lot of songs that are coming out. I don't even know what we're going to do with them. I know we're not even releasing all of them. We're just going to start throwing them out and doing dumb stuff with them.
So you are out on tour right now. How many dates are you looking at? Where are you in the tour?
Currently we are 6 days in. We're on night 6 of the tour. We're doing about 20 days out of the next 23 days, so it's pretty crazy. We started in North Carolina. We're what is it, Winter Storm Jonas?
Yeah.
So we're on the forefront of that thing, just staying on the front of it. We left North Carolina, which is wrecked right now. We went to DC, which is wrecked right now. We actually started last weekend in Winchester, Virginia, which is wrecked right now. Went up to Rhode Island, hit New York, which is wrecked right now, and then we made our way into Ohio. We're in Toledo tonight at Realm. It's our 3rd Ohio date. We were in Cleveland last night with actually Chris Calico from Tech Nine's crew, and then we're out on tour with Low Water from Athens, Georgia. Great dudes. It's our 2nd tour with those guys. They just finished up with the Butcher Babies, and I think they were out with Theory of a Dead Man prior to that. So they got some good stuff going on.
So I take it you're rooting for the Cardinals, the late game today?
Whoa. That's blasphemous. We got the game coming on here in a little bit, and I'm definitely a Panthers fan. The Panthers have shown us a lot of love. They used us for they used Wolves, the new single, for their undefeated hype video right before a couple games before they lost. So thank God that wasn't on us. And but no, I'm a Panthers fan, man. We got the 2005 rematch of the Kurt Warner and Jake Delhomme rematch today. So hopefully we come out victorious.
So you guys have a lot of songs. Take me, are you the main person that writes the song and then everybody fills in, or is it a group effort like you were saying earlier where everybody's there from start to finish?
Honestly, for up until this record, I was the primary songwriter, and then coming into this record, we actually pre-pro'd for the first time, and we didn't really use any of that stuff, truthfully. We went in, our first recording, we were in Louisiana. We recorded at a haunted studio for like 2 weeks. We just locked ourselves in there, and it was really cool because we were forced to kind of to wear multiple hats, and so I was relying on the guys to hash out the idea, and then they would go into and they would do what they do with it while George and I were in the kitchen pre-proing and writing new songs. And then so I came into this record probably with like 8 songs already written, and then I would start with the idea. Some days the whole band would be there. Some days it'd just be me and George. Some days it was me and Nate. Some days, it just, I don't know. Whoever's around is what happens, man.
Can fans pre-order it? And if so, where can they go?
We are going to do a pre-order. I don't know if we're going to do that solely through our website, whoisaoi.com. Our website which is whoisaoi.com. Or we'll pre-order it through our website, which is whoisaoi.com. Or iTunes, but probably it'll be whoisaoi.com, our website. But it'll be cool, man, because when you pre-order it, you're actually going to get the Revolution Part 2, which I was talking about earlier. You'll get that for free digitally when you pre-order the record. So you'll get new tunes immediately. And I'm excited about that.
So you guys were talking about missing the weather, and their snowstorm's never very good. Where would you want to be right now?
Well, honestly, for the first time ever, I'm really glad that we're in Ohio at this time of year. Because I'm telling you, man, back home, dude, they have, they get 2 inches of snow, and it shuts North Carolina down for like days. And they have like 8, 9, 10 inches of snow, and it's like, I know there's no milk there, there's no bread, because everybody's making milk sandwiches. I mean, how much milk does a person drink on average anyways? Like, why do you have to have a gallon of milk for a snowstorm that's gonna last a week? Like, are you gonna drink that gallon of milk plus the other gallon of milk you bought 2 days before? Like, I don't get it. When people's power go out and they panic, I'm like, dude, you got snow outside, put it outside. So, yeah, I'm here. I wouldn't mind being in Florida, but I'm here.
Unfortunately, kind of switching things up a little bit, we've had a couple big losses in the music community here within the last 5-6 months. Started with Scott Weiland's untimely passing. Of course, Lemmy passed not too long ago. David Bowie, Glenn Frey, and then the bassist for Ray Boadillo just passed. Did any of those guys have any kind of influence on you at all?
Well, I'm that bad Motorhead fan too, but when they were on the Tony Hawk soundtrack, that's what actually got me into those guys. But more so out of anybody, I remember Scott Weiland when he was on the decline up to his demise, man. You see all these videos, and that's the thing about today and the internet. It's all nothing you do is hidden anymore, especially doing what we do. And these guys, you'd watch it and you're like, man, this dude there's something going on there. So it was really sad to watch, because I remember in 2001, it was them, Disturbed, and Godsmack. They were out on tour together, and I saw them at the old Independence Coliseum in Charlotte. And I remember I was in college at the time, and seeing Scott Weiland up there, like it was the first time I saw STP, and like he was that rock star to me, like I'm sure Mick Jagger is to some people, or I don't want to say Elvis, because that's like so wrong to say, but Scott Weiland influenced just as many people. I think a totally different generation of rock star or whatever it be, human being, artist, than Elvis had his time. And like I said, a lot of these other guys, they influenced a lot of artists. But yeah, man, STP, seeing them on the Crow soundtrack, I remember thinking, God, like that guy does whatever he wants to do. And I won't say that it affected or influenced my behavioral traits, but definitely in the way that you portrayed your artistry a lot more. Like when you watched him, you knew that like he believed those songs more than anything. So.
You guys have been around on the road once or twice around the block. Twice. You're a fan, I hope, of Spinal Tap. And I know you have to have a story that when I say think back and give me your best shot, you're already laughing. There has got to be a story that you just kind of have to shake your head and just chalk it up to the rock star legend. What is it?
Man, I think the one thing, if you're just a fair weather Spinal Tap fan, like the old "these amps go to 11" thing, man, it never gets old. But it's kind of one of these things when we're talking to sound guys all the time, man. It's just like this, but these amps go to 11, man. They usually make us sound like shit after that because we pissed them off. It's all in good fun, man. Sorry, sound guys out there. We fucking love you guys. You do a great job.
And so I'm not saying you're Vince Neil, but I hear your driving skills might need a refresher course too.
God, man, you know what's really funny is Nick, our agent, and Nick, I know you're going to watch this, and so I'm going to throw you out on the bus, but Nick is always telling me that Vince Neil and I are fucking twins. He's like, you two dudes look just alike. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And, but yeah, I, yesterday, after leaving Cracker Barrel, which we eat at daily, so we would love a Cracker Barrel sponsorship. We were looking for an apparatus to do our after dinner activities. And I was looking down, man. I was on the phone, and we're all kind of just scouring around looking for this thing, and all of a sudden I feel the man. Oh shit, I'm driving, aren't I? I instantly stopped. I actually rear-ended a guy. I'm pretty sure he was smoking pot at the time. So I think he was just like, you know what, dude, didn't do any damage, bro. It's like, thank God, man, I don't need the cops here right now.
I don't know what's worse, the imagination when you say apparatus, or the fact that you're going to pick Cracker Barrel over Cold Cock whiskey.
Oh, you know what, you can't. What would you like with your breakfast today? You got cold cock back there, guys?
Extra butter.
Yeah. God, you sounded so southern when you said that.
You guys have been together for how long?
April will be 5 years. We've gone through just a couple different lineup changes. The thing about a lot of bands is when they kind of come out, people don't realize how long they've been bands before. And so we literally were a band for 4 months before I was like, let's go out and start touring. Let's just see what happens. So unfortunately in that, whenever you start a band, there's this window. I can pretty much guarantee any band. You'll be together, it's the honeymoon phase for a couple months, and then about the 6th month, you'll find somebody who's like, man, I can't fucking do this shit anymore, man. I can't practice fucking 4 nights a week, 2 nights a week. Man, Saturday night, that's my time to go out and party, and you find out who's dedicated like that, and then, as you kind of go out and start touring, you realize that there are people who can't hack touring. Unfortunately, they're great musicians, but everybody wants to be in a band until they find out that you sleep in a van 300 nights a year and you shower. Well, I now have a Planet Fitness black card, so I shower daily. Planet Fitness. Visited many Planet Fitnesses. I can be your official Planet Fitness reviewer online. But no, we, a lot of people don't want to do it, and then they have girlfriends or wives or, families that were pre-existent to being in a band. I mean, I started when I was 29 in this band, and, I was married at the time. I had, a good job, wife and kids, and I got laid off, and my mom died, and I kind of decided that I wanted to go out and try this. And, unfortunately, my lifestyle didn't, I love my ex-wife to death because she gave me a beautiful little girl, but things just weren't in the cards for us, so it is what it is.
So if there was one lesson that you would give to newer bands, it would be dedication has to be up there towards the top.
If you're in a band at 18, 17, 18, 19 years old and you don't have kids until you're stable, and I'm not, kids are great, but I would say that, take advantage of the opportunity. Go to school. You should go to school first and foremost, but I think you should take advantage of the opportunity to be able to travel without having the financial burdens of a mortgage or car payment. With a cell phone is the worst thing you got to worry about, man. You can go out and donate plasma and get that kind of money, for a cell phone bill. But it's an experience, man. We've had Lee was our drummer for the Better Days record, and He's since he's had 2 kids. He's found his wife, the love of his life. David, he was a great guy. He helped us get to where we were at, and he's now got a great job. He's doing some power planning stuff, I think, and fortunately we've had some great friends that have kind of come along the way and just stepped in and helped us continue to where we're at now. George, we found him. This goes back to what you should do, but George was on a buy-on band for our Saving Abel tour about a year and a half ago. And at the end of that tour, he came up to me and he's like, dude, I want to stay with you guys. I'm like, you're on a Prevost. Like, you understand you're on a Prevost and you get a paycheck. You're going to come into my 15-passenger van and you're not going to get paid, I'm probably going to fire you in Ohio when it's freezing. And I did. But he sold merch for us for 2 months, and Jason, our old bass player, he tore up his shoulder, so he had to go home and take care of that. And Adam moved to bass, and George got called up, man, and he got called up from the minors. And here he is, man. He was one of the key factors in helping me really kind of turn on my writing for the new record and things like that. So, take advantage of every opportunity you have. Don't think that no question is a dumb question. The only dumb question is an unasked question. Leave no stone unturned, and just go for it, man. Shoot from the hip, and don't be fucking afraid of anything.
So if music didn't turn out, it hadn't been as successful as it's looking for you right now, what would you be doing right now in the real world?
I went to school to be an architect.
Oh.
I was doing floor system engineering when I got out of the Army, and the housing market took a crash in 2007. I started my own company with a really good friend of mine. We do commercial construction and telecommunications, which is how I have our record label now. We were with Thermal and Megaforce in the beginning, and then we were with Warner Brothers and SMG, and now we're on Mirage Mahal, which is it's funny. That was the very first name of our van, and that's why our record label's named that, because we're nothing, man, but we're an independent label that's out just banging with the big boys right now, and we couldn't be happier. We kind of do it on our own, and we love that fact that I don't have to answer really to anybody.
All right, so we're going to end this little party with the question that has been the bane of every band member I have ever interviewed.
Oh, God.
How did you come up with the name Another Lost Year?
Funny thing about that, man, your brain remembers things in series of three, so I knew I wanted a three-word phrasing. Another Lost Year. When I was in the Army, I never really thought that I'd be pursuant to music the way that on the level that I am now. I mean, I was in a cover band for years. I was doing a solo acoustic stuff, and this guy asked me one day. He was like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I'm in a pretty big cover band," and he was like, "Yeah, you could do that for the next 10 years." He's like, "Or you could write one song." Damn, what did that guy just say to me? Like, he blew my mind. So, and thinking about that, I was like, I was just losing a lot of years, another lost year. And coincidentally enough, it starts with the letter A. So when you see it on that end cap coming up here in a couple weeks, the first one that you're going to see is Another Lost Year.
Brought to you by AAA Plumbing. All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to do this, man.